Neki and their brand new music video for OOAK. Now look, if you already know me and you know this channel, you know that I am a big fan of Neki, and the reason that I'm coming to check out this music video is because, well, I already reacted to the song when it came out. You can check that out. I already did a reaction to the audio when it came out, but for bands like this who I especially love, I can't wait, and I do react to the audio and then I react to the music video separately because I've also got a little bit of history directing music videos, and music video is an art form that I particularly care about. Now, this one in particular, I'm interested to get into this, partly because OOAK's got a little bit of a different vibe from a lot of their songs we've heard before, but also because I reposted this back on June the 11th, and it's now June the 21st, so only 10 days later that the OOAK videos come out. But basically, there was a little video that was posted, which was just, well, let's have a quick look. Basically walking around in the rain. And I just thought to myself, there was a lot of videos coming out from the girls where they were just walking around in the rain on seemingly a rainy day, and I just kind of surmised, I feel like they're filming an OOAK video. We always get music videos from them, and lo and behold, very quickly turned around that they were. So I'm guessing this is going to be a homemade kind of video, which is interesting because the song kind of has a bit of a big, dramatic, tense feel to it. So I'm really intrigued to see how this homemade style video goes together, which is what I'm assuming it's going to be, at least, will go together with the song. But it's also kind of interesting because I've said from the get-go, I think one of Neki's greatest strengths is that they, apart from releasing, regular singles, they put out a lot of their songs as singles with music videos. The music videos always felt at first like they had a strong visual identity each. And then I think ever since about Loner, some of them have started to look a little bit too samey. So I'm kind of happy to see them taking a different approach. It's just, I wasn't expecting, I mean, already this filter looks properly phone edited. I don't know, this is a really odd thing. I mean, the fact it was raining and they did this anyway makes me feel this was a really they just decided we're going to go make a music video. So anyway, there you go. That's all of my thoughts leading into this 2.5 minutes of waffle. Let's get into the music video for OOAK. Once again, if you want to see my reaction to the song, already did it. You can check that out. It's linked. I'll put the little card so you can find it. I probably already did. Let's check out this video. I'm liking the old school sort of 60s vibe. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, it's giving me kind of an old school 60s vibe. And weirdly, that is. I never thought about it, but yeah, they're kind of interpreting it like almost like it's a psychedelic rock song, and yeah. Okay, I hope they play a lot with these kind of crazy filters. Love that bit of framing there. This? Wait. Do I know where this is? Probably not, probably not. I'm getting weird Jogashima vibes, but I'm sure it's not Jogashima. This is, I will give him credit, this is, like I say, really well framed. It's not just some janky we walked around with a camera type of video. This is really nicely set up. It looks good. It works. It really works. Oh my god, I think I'm getting really caught on this. I think this is Jogashima, but I might be wrong. Damn. Okay. I got so much to say about this. I mean, what a joyful... Ah, look, that's a nice frame. What a joyful video apart from anything else. Now, I'm going to get into the location thing in a minute because I mean, there's a lot of places that look like this, so I'm probably wrong. It's just I'm thinking of a place that is it's a very quiet place that I personally hold in very high regard, and I know some movie directors do as well. But okay, let's before we get into that, let's just talk about the video. So I got the vibe from thinking about the song. It's got that well, it's more the that kind of tense feeling in the verses. It kind of feels mysterious, this song. I think tense was maybe not the right word. It's got a mysterious feeling in the verse. So the idea of them just walking around with a camera, you know, and sort of like filming out and about in the rain, just in a field, which is what it kind of initially looked like, that just doesn't sort of go with this sort of tense, this mysterious sound. It makes much more sense now I've seen it. It's like the kind of filters, the kind of narrow aspect ratio, the old style looking camera effect they've gone for. It kind of feels nostalgic, and clearly they filmed it in a place where there's no one else. It's almost like they're walking around this weird sort of almost like this purgatory never realm place. They're just kind of on their own. It's grey. Even the background, because of the grey sky, I think that's played well. I mean, they did a couple of scenes where you can see blue sky and clouds, but because most of it's in the grey, I think that works well because it gives the whole place this weird, indistinct kind of Silent Hill 2-esque walking around. Now I can see what's in the distance kind of vibe. I like that. It makes it weirdly like they're in a kind of a dream space, which is aided by the sort of nostalgic thing. It's like you're looking at a memory, and it might be real, it might not be real. Again, old style camera, this sort of weird, like plain sky, this empty location where there's not a huge number of things to really visually cling onto, not a huge number of landmarks. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming they could have timed this for the rain. It's quite possible. I'm assuming they didn't, and that was just a chance thing. But I think that worked out really well for them. The umbrellas help. You know, the umbrellas are interesting. It's something they're holding, but it's part of their look rather than, you know, it doesn't add to the background. It just keeps the background in this sort of weird nostalgic, but also this kind of weird dream space like feeling. I like that. And all of this leads to the vibe that actually what the song ends up with is a slightly dreamy psychedelic rock vibe. They did some like stop motion stuff earlier in the video where the like it was the skateboards. It's so weird. That's such a quick thing, but again, it definitely gives off that vibe. Let me see now. What I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna quickly see if I can find any information on where this was filmed. There's nothing directly to say. I don't think they usually do say where their locations are. Okay. All right. So let's just go back to this. Yeah. Does it say in none of the tags? No. Okay. I am So okay, so Jogashima. This is a place that I've done some videos where I've talked about this before, but as a general, I don't go into too much detail about it because, just in case this is the place where they film this, it's a place that I hold in. Yeah, this really looks like it. It's a place I hold in regard because a lot of people don't go there. It's like if you think about, you have Tokyo is in the bay, and then down one side you have Chiba, and then down the other side you have Kanagawa. And the very, very bottom tip of Kanagawa, the peninsula, is a little town called Mura, which I love. I know some of the people there. It's very quiet. A lot of directors go to the film stuff. And then there's a small island off the bottom called Jogashima that tourists usually don't go to. But it's designed for like sort of domestic tourists mostly, and this looks a lot like it is filmed there. I could be wrong. If I'm talking about this a lot and it turns out I'm way off, then that would be funny. That's a nice frame. But yeah, the thing is that what this has is it has that vibe of just this kind of very serene space where people don't go, and yet it's sort of welcoming at the same time. And what I think is really important is that for a space that is generally quite blank, there's not a lot there, it's quite simple, the framing of each of these shots, whoever directed this, I mean, again, I'm assuming they went with someone, I really am. Whoever directed this it doesn't give a name of a director, which is so interesting. If they directed this themselves, then I am really impressed. I'm assuming someone helped them, but the direction on this is stunning. Every frame, even this bit, the way it's got that kind of classical art thing, where they draw like the swirl line on the picture to show how everything's framed. It's like here, you got like just sort of 1/3 in from the right. You got Hika's face, and then you got the majority of the busyness over in these 2/3, but smaller things. And you can kind of draw the swirl around to her face there. Then you got like much more sort of simple and direct shots like this. It's just beautifully done with the very dreamy kind of like artsy overlay. So much about the way this is directed. It is very evocative of feeling. And yeah, this was the shot that really, because you can see that there's a space, and then I wish I could see more of the landmass on the other side, but that does look like Miura. I'm getting too caught up on this. It's not, I bet it's not. I bet I'm talking about this and it's not actually there. But yeah, absolutely. I thought this was beautiful. I really thought this was beautiful. I think it worked super well. And what I'm going to do, last but not least, I'm just going to I'm spending this whole reaction talking about something that I can't prove. I hope my comments about the actual video have been interesting as well. But I am going to quickly see if I can just use Google Maps to quickly maybe prove my point. Where are we going? All right, so let's get it loaded up. So we're looking at Jogashima now. I think like somewhere like here. Can we get like a street view of there? Yeah, like kind of like here. I think it's Jogashima. Come on, guys. If I got that right, you got to give me some credit, all right? And this would be down at the far end of the island, kind of over here, where there's this sort of area with the tables. Can we get a street view down there? Yeah, over here is I think where they filmed that. Let me know what you think. Neki, fantastic video. Absolutely adored it. You guys are brilliant. Even if it wasn't in Jogashima, I love you. Just great stuff. As always, I love this band. And if they filmed a video in one of my favorite places in Japan, I am super happy. Anyway, there you go. Either way, love it. Thought it was a great video. Tell me what you think in the comments. Until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.